But fundamentally, essentially, most important. Yes. Yeah. Circuit breakers are not used for switching. It is for protection.
Hi viewers, welcome to DaveCha Moments, the best online TV ever. We are here to educate you, we are here to encourage you, we are here to motivate you, we are here to help you become a better you. Out of life, out of experiences we have every day, there is something we can always learn. Life is never stagnant. What you go through, it may be positive or negative, but you learn out of it. So here at DaveCha Moments, we share with you what we know, what others know, and together we grow together. Welcome again. Please don't forget to subscribe to this very channel for more and great content. Now, we are going on with our electrical awareness with my friend and childhood friend, Jeroboam Kimutai. How are you?
I'm fine, bro.
It's good to see you.
Childhood friend.
Yes. No, we were young, boy. Yeah, tukubali tu.
Tunakubali. Na Mungu ametusaidia tumefika umbali huu.
Yes.
Ni vyema kabisa.
Yeah, asante sana. How have you been?
I'm okay. How about you?
I'm okay.
Yes.
Mungu amenilinda. Hata familia wako salama.
Yes.
Ninashukuru watoto wamerudi shule. And we trust God to continue providing. We pay school fees, watoto wakule, maisha iendelee.
Hapo pa school fees, Mungu ametupigania bwana. Hii holiday ya 1 week.
In fact.
And we thank God. Hata mimi familia vile wako salama.
Wow.
Watoto wameenda shule.
Tunashukuru.
Amen.
Thank you.
Asante.
Now, I want you to recap on what we did some time back. Clarification. I know there are even people who are doing electrical, training. And they want to know more about, not even electrical training. We also have high school students who are doing physics.
Yes.
Are they interested in being electrician or electrical engineers?
Yes.
And I think things as basic as knowing the difference between voltage and amperes and hizo vitu zingine. Can you just recap and tell us more about that?
Yes, you are right. Yeah, people are watching. As much as we are doing domestic, people are watching. We may think all people are just laymen in these things. There are people who are learning, as you are saying, and we have those people who even taught us.
Yes.
Even my teacher in college called, saying I need to as much as I want to make people understand, it's not bad to also chip in electrical terminologies. And so we last time talked about lighting, and when we were in the process of sharing about how to do repairs, we mentioned some terminologies.
Yeah.
Voltage, current, resistance, and then to some level we had something we call isolation. And so that is what we want to do shortly. Voltage is measured in volts. Voltage is measured in volts, and voltage is the electromotive force that is induced in a circuit. So there is a circuit, we'll talk about it another time. So voltage is measured in volts. Measured in volts. Alafu we have current is measured in amperes.
Current is measured
in amperes. Well, in physics they say the SI unit of current is amperes. The SI unit of voltage is volts. And then we have resistance. Which is measured in ohms. So in the introduction of physics, for those that may be watching from school, that is what we derive this from Ohm's law.
Ohm's law.
Yes, Ohm's law.
I remember Ohm's law.
You remember Ohm's law.
Yeah.
So we stop it there. Now in the next episode, we shall be talking about the relationship between voltage, current and resistance. Yeah, it will be interesting. And then now we go to something we mentioned about isolation.
What was it?
Isolation. Let us clarify. Isolation is the act of putting off electricity from the consumer unit or from the distribution board. So you make it dead before you work on the circuit that is operating in normally, that is normally live. So that is isolation. Okay, isolation is making the live part dead. Okay, by use of what we are going to go to tell you. Now, before I tell you what we used to isolate in the installation in the house, let us talk about the importance of isolation shortly. The importance of isolation is very good. When you are doing repairs in your house, you must make sure that you have switched off electricity, you have put off electricity in this process of isolation, following a 4-process rule. 1, never work live. Never work live. Number, yes.
So that means that anytime you want to do a repair or maintenance,
yes,
you have to isolate.
You have to isolate.
You are not allowed. Okay, you're not allowed. Maybe you can do it. You can go against the rules.
Yes.
But it is not good to do some repair work on a line while the live is still on. Is live.
It's live. While the circuit is on. Live.
Is live.
Meaning the mostly the live wire. We have three wires in a cable.
Yes.
In electricity we have live wire, neutral wire, and earth wire.
Exactly.
Yes, that will have another episode. So you make sure you have either isolated completely all the neutral and live. Or nowadays you can at least put off the live one. Now we shall come to that. Now isolation has a 4-point rule. We said never work live. Number 2, isolate. Number 3, secure the isolation. Make sure when you have isolated, someone else is not able to put on. Okay, the live to make the circuit to be live while you are still working. Yes.
Oh, so you ensure you protect, because somebody can come from nowhere, somewhere and do that. By the way, this is just an interjection.
Yes.
I have a friend, a very close friend from home. If he's still working at the Kenya Power.
Yes.
I'm just told a story where he was still repairing poles,
yes,
up there. So one time, many years ago, when he was still up,
yes,
working on the line, somebody put the power on from the isolation.
Yes.
He thought that the guy had already come
finished,
out,
yes,
finished, and the guy put it on.
Yeah.
Nasikia alipigwa.
Watu pigwa.
In fact, ni Mungu tu alimsaidia. He could have died. So and it was so bad. But fortunately, he was resuscitated, yes, and alipona. So I just want to imagine now.
Now it is not even the problem of switching on. It is put on timer.
Oh, timer.
So the ones working on the field must work within the time.
Oh, so timer now.
Time, yes. Should you, or maybe that man was misinformed on the timing. So he worked until the time when the power came on automatically. So that is the point.
Maybe ilikuwa ni kitambo. Unajua ile ilikuwa ni kitambo sana pengine.
Hakukuwa na matimer. Kama saizi it is even configured on internet. Every transformer has a camera, everything. Yeah, it is well.
Okay.
Now that is in these big lines out there. So we are talking about at home. Never work live, isolate, secure the isolation, and then the thing is provides the prove that the supply is actually dead before you work on it.
So
this means you may have isolated, but where the connection of wire, maybe you thought you have put off the live wire when it was neutral. The other time we said live wire must be connected to the switch. Okay, so maybe you thought you have put off the live wire, yet it was neutral. Then when you start working, you are still shocked. So you have to prove it first that the circuit is dead. Okay.
Prove how?
We have these phase testers. Unaekelea unashikilia.
Equal phase testers.
Phase tester.
Inasemanga tester.
Ni tester, yes. Phase tester, because
you have one here.
Oh yeah. Phase tester.
Something like this now.
Something like this one.
So unaeka alafu unaona kama inawaka.
Unaekelea hapo kwa contact ya moto, unaona kama inawaka.
Okay.
Ikiwaka it is still on.
I'm tempted to ask you how you know, my child asked me. My boy asked me. Mbona hii kitu ikiweka inawaka na mkono?
So what happens? When you are standing down, you are earthed. You are on return path. Okay? Because for something to work, any electrical thing to work, it must have live and return. Now return may be neutral or mildly even earth, the grounding part. Now this part is on live, and this part you are holding it. It means this is live and it is returning from here, going through you.
So it is passing.
It is passing. So when you complete, when it passes to the ground, it lights.
It lights.
The other time we said current returns to somewhere. Actually, precisely to the nearest transformer. That is where it returns to. So when you put, this one must be put on live wire, and then this other end, this top end, is where you have contact with contact, you. Then you are the one completing. But now this one is not shocking you because something has happened here. Okay, that is it. This is a simple demonstration.
Okay, thank you.
We shall have demonstration time.
Thank you.
Right, thank you. Now we come to devices which are suitable for isolation. This is prone for more discussions because electrical engineers and technicians may not agree on this. Actually, basically, when we learn, we have devices that are suitable for isolation, but nowadays others can be accepted. But now let me tell you, devices suitable for isolation are isolation switches. Number one, fuse links. Yeah, you pull them up. And then another one is circuit breakers. And the last one are plugs. And once you have unplugged something that was the circuit that was supplied from, it disconnects, then it is dead. But fundamentally, essentially, most important, yes, isolation is provided by double pole breakers. That DP breakers. Double pole is a kind of a switch, let me use that word for everybody to understand, that you do not only switch off the live, but it even breaks the neutral also. So both lines are switched off. Yes. And for three-phase, it is not double pole, it is MCCB. Moduled.
Okay. I'm just listening.
Yes, that one switches off the three phases. It switches off the MCCB switches off at the same time. Now, when you have three phase, red phase, yellow phase, and blue phase, it switches off. Now the MCCB and the circuit and the double pole breaker are the ones that are essentially advised for isolation. Yeah, meaning you may be forced to go and isolate from the meter box before even it reaches the house. Now, another term that we need to clarify is this. We said we have 4 parts in the house. Okay, these 4 parts for the socket, for the lighting, for the showers, and for the heating points, etc. This process of dividing them is called segregation.
So kuna isolation
ile. Kuna isolation ni kuzima tu. Lakini hiyo mambo ya kudivide ya kumake sure hii ni ya light, hii circuit breaker ni ya sockets, hii circuit breaker ni ya nini. Najua una swali hapo. Hiyo ni segregation, kutenga.
So segregation. I'm a water engineer, and in water engineering we also taught about bit of construction. Okay. Now segregation in construction engineering or construction technology is where you mix the concrete. Wakati umezimix hapo na ukuzimix vizuri, maybe umeweka maji mingi. Okay. Alafu wakati umeweka imekaa hapo hiyo the mortar pengine ya slab. Yes. Unaona kama maji inakuja juu. Yes, maji inakuja. That process that process ndio tunaita segregation. Ituka hiyo usipo mix concrete vizuri. So for us segregation is that dividing, or you can simply say separation. Just separation. You separate. Now, point to note, we've been using these things for people to understand, but now let's come deeper. Circuit breakers are not used for switching. It is for protection.
Okay.
Protection.
So when you want to switch off lights, you switch from the switch. If you want to unplug or to switch from the socket, you don't go to the circuit breaker that has been separated for that circuit. So it is for protection or for isolation. Okay. Or for isolation.
So you don't use it as the switch.
It's kila saa kuna wale watu wanakuanga kama maplot zingine, people switch off from that circuit breaker. Generally it's not supposed to be, it's not for that, it's not encouraged.
Okay.
So that is the thing that we wanted to recap and clarify about our last time's lesson. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. I think now you know about current, voltage
and resistance. Yes.
And plus isolation, segregation
and separation.
So that is it. Please don't forget, please, to subscribe. When you subscribe, you're supporting this channel and you're liking this video, and YouTube also knows that there's a serious channel here that is helping people know many things. When you do that, YouTube make sure that our videos are there in front of others. Yes, and that supports this work. Otherwise, I know you've learned something. Thank you so much for watching. Jero,
yes,
you're always a blessing.
As we greet, wale wanataka kujua MCCB ni nini, inaitwa modeled case. Okay? Modeled case circuit breaker. Modeled for M, first C for case, another one for circuit breaker, and then yeah.
Now you know. Mimi sikujua ni. Sawa. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for watching, and please subscribe. Otherwise, bye.
Bye for now.
Bye for now.